This is KGW News at noon.
And we start this noon with breaking news after a cab driver got shot on I-5. This is video just into our newsroom. You can see police have crime tape around this radio cab. We don't know yet exactly where on I-5 the shooting happened, but the driver was able to get to Providence Portland Medical Center on Northeast Gleason. All this happened around 9 o'clock this morning, but police haven't released many other details at this point. We did just talk to the general manager of Radio Cab, who was able to give us a little bit more information. He said there are 2 bullet holes in the cab, one on the bumper and the other in the hatchback. That bullet went all the way through the driver's seat and hit the driver in the back. He's now been transferred to Legacy Emmanuel Hospital, where he's in surgery. The GM says the cab driver was able to give police a license plate and some other information about the vehicle where the shots came from. Police say they may have found the vehicle, but they have not arrested anyone. We will certainly keep you updated on air and online as we learn more. Well, you may notice a little smoke in the air on this first day of September. That's from wildfires burning in southern Oregon. There is an air quality alert out this afternoon. Let's get to meteorologist Rod Hill. So, Rod, how long will all of this last?
Well, I mean, for starters, Brenda, you certainly noticed more kind of smoky haze in that camera he showed you from Timberline looking south over the Cascades of Mount Jefferson. If you have some smoke where you are, yesterday we brought up the smoke with a south wind flow. That flow has now turned more west to northwest, but the winds are so light, we're not filtering much out. So we will definitely see a little bit more improvement tomorrow if you live in a hazy area. And then by the weekend, I think it's pretty much all gone in our area. Now, for today, from Eugene up through Clark County, including Vancouver and Battle Ground, we do have a air quality advisory issued for our region. And here's the latest. So again, the 2 biggest fires burning in Oregon are down here along the southern Oregon Cascades and moving over toward central Oregon. You can see the red dots. That's on healthy air now, migrating northward, actually up into the South Willamette Valley, and it's a mix of moderate air quality over Portland. The yellow dots and the green are still good, but overall, the overall picture, look at all the moderate air quality dots out here. The air quality has definitely worsened since I started to work, some hours ago. Little haze down low from the Rose City camera, temperature 71. We could still get up close to 90 this afternoon with sunny skies. That weekend does look cooler. It does bring in more of a westerly wind flow. That's all good news for comfortable conditions and improving air quality. Brenda?
All right, thank you, Rod. And let's talk a little more about the wildfires causing the issues. Here's an update this noon on the Rum Creek fire in southern Oregon. Officials tell us it's growing. Hot temperatures, low humidity, and very dry fuel is driving the flames. The Rum Creek fire has now burned almost 15,000 acres, and it's only 1% contained. Over in central Oregon, the Cedar Creek fire has burned more than 8,000 acres. It's 15 miles east of Oak Ridge near Waldo Lake. Officials say this is 12% contained. Despite those massive plumes of smoke, there are no air quality advisories for Oak Ridge or Roseburg, but officials say they will monitor the situation over the next few days. Well, President Biden is set to give a primetime speech tonight about what he calls threats to democracy. The speech will be broadcast live from Independence National Historical Park in Philadelphia. President Biden is expected to accuse Republicans of supporting an extreme ideology focusing on what he often calls a battle for the soul of our nation. The administration is calling this an official White House event, not a campaign event. Well, right now, former President Trump's legal team is in court asking for a third party to oversee the Justice Department and its handling of classified documents seized from Mar-a-Lago. The DOJ is adamantly opposed to that request. NBC's Bree Jackson has more on the back and forth and what's at stake.
The public legal battle over the FBI's search of former President Trump's Florida home heads into the courtroom. Trump's team arguing that left to their own devices, unchecked investigators would selectively leak bits of their investigation. This in response to the Justice Department's bombshell filing, including information on top-secret documents, as well as other classified evidence seized and displayed in this photo.
So that the public believes that this is top-secret documents that were on his floor. It's ridiculous.
Trump's lawyers insist the need for a special master remains in place, renewing their push for an independent assessment of attorney-client privilege documents and what falls under executive privilege.
So it's a little odd to be seeking a special master when you can't identify any of the documents that you say are privileged.
Trump family members believe the federal government's investigation is political.
My father-in-law has said he has nothing to hide. He did nothing wrong.
The Justice Department's filing suggests the former president could face legal trouble. The DOJ laying out evidence that government records were likely concealed and removed, and that efforts were taken to obstruct the investigation. But no word on charges yet.
What we need to do is let the FBI and federal prosecutors do their work, gather the facts, and make their best judgment.
Later today, a federal judge will determine whether a neutral third party will review the documents found. DOJ has argued that appointing a special master could hinder the federal government's investigation. The judge in the case has signaled that she's likely to appoint one, but said she would not rule until after today's arguments. In Washington, I'm Bree Jackson for NBC News.
Back here in Portland, a small business owner is calling for the city to do more to stop rampant crime after thieves stole $10,000 worth of equipment. Amy Theberg owns Block Party Barricades. It rents roadblocks and signs for big events like the Rose Festival and the Shamrock Run. Theberg says after the Hawthorne Street Fair last weekend, somebody stole a U-Haul with her equipment inside, and without it, she says she can't pull off the events that are booked this holiday weekend.
I have to make those phone calls to all the businesses that are coming, their events are coming this weekend, to say, sorry Art and the Pearl, sorry First Thursday, sorry other block parties and street paintings that are happening for Labor Day weekend. We don't have the stuff to fulfill your order.
The U-Haul is 15 feet long with Arizona license plates AD15811. If you spot it, you're asked to call Portland Police. Now to some of the other headlines we're tracking for you on this Thursday afternoon. We do have a follow-up to that huge street racing takeover Sunday night on Marine Drive in North Portland. Police tell us a man died after getting shot by a stray bullet. They say 20-year-old Cameron Taylor was trying to leave the area when the shooting happened. 2 other people were hurt. Taylor's family tells us he was not one of the street racers, but went there to check out the cars. No word yet on any arrests. Look at this scary situation in Lewis County, Washington. This school bus caught fire in Toledo. The school district says the driver was turning around when exhaust from the bus set some nearby grass on fire. The flames then spread to the bus. Fortunately, though, all of the students had already been dropped off and the driver was not hurt.